You mentioned it before a couple of times, but there's been a raft of development in the tech space. You've got AI, driverless cars, quantum computing. Where do you guys think the real opportunities lie?
Well, you're right in mentioning AI and driverless cars and quantum computing. In a listed market sense, it's very hard to get real exposures to those things. They may be embedded in companies like Alphabet. They actually have all three of those things embedded in Alphabet, but it's a relatively small part of the total value of Alphabet. You're really buying the advertising business as I described. So where do we see the real opportunities? We see a lot of opportunities in the technology space, and we actually segregate it down into different areas. If we think about the big advertising platforms, the new advertising platforms, we see enormous opportunities in a business like Facebook and Alphabet that we own. At some point, we may also see an opportunity in a business like Tencent in China, but it's a relatively small part of Tencent's business, but it has a very bright future in terms of their WeChat platform, their ability to monetize the advertising, but it's largely a gaming company at this point in time. Payments. Visa and MasterCard are massive payments platforms. We've owned them for a long period of time. We made 4 or 5 times our money, but we still see a very, very bright future over the next decade to continuously grow revenues at very attractive rates as cash keeps transitioning out of cash into sort of digital forms of payments. And the rails of Google and MasterCards are going to be the centre of a lot of what happens in the digitalisation of cash in the world. If you look at empowering the big enterprises of the world through software, we could think of Microsoft that owns the Office franchise, SAP, which is one of the most powerful enterprise software companies that owns an amazing suite that powers people's client relationship managements to deep enterprise resource planning to financials planning. Virtually every large company in the world have to use these software services in the world. You could think of e-commerce. We own eBay, but also Amazon is a fantastic business. We've talked about the cloud infrastructure businesses. They're becoming very large businesses and will start to drive the share prices, particularly in Microsoft and Amazon. So there's lots of different things. Just using a broad term technology, we see a whole raft of opportunity in things that are happening today. Not thinking about quantum computers and long-term AI and that things which are probably venture capital at the moment, but in real businesses earning real money at very large scale. But you need to peel the onion and get into the different segments of technology and what they're enabling, and are there real investment opportunities? And we see substantial, but they're different. We don't have all our eggs in one basket called technology. We have our eggs in maybe 6 different baskets that have been enabled by technology.